beautiful ether, and for those who are catching the recording of this, I am going to start a little project, and I figured I would just do some of it live to kind of keep me sitting in one place and to show anybody out there what an untrained creative process could look like, I suppose. Okay, let me find us. I did just post Blue's first review here on YouTube in Shorts. I've always wanted to have Blue's reviews because he eats anything. And oh, no way! Oh, no way! My friend CJ gave us some curry leaf trees, and their berries, their fruits, are bright red, and there's also a big black one. Let me take a picture and we'll focus. It was a horrible picture because it's quite far away, so I had to zoom in. But you can see these little berries on the curry tree. It's still not. Oops. Oops. It's gonna happen anytime I'm watching the phone. I could see it. Whoops. Well, I've learned something there. Hello. 4Pi GM. How do you do? I started teaching myself how to draw, or at least kind of taking it more seriously. So I decided a good project would be to make a deck of cards. And so that's what I'm starting to think about now. And I'll just open to a blank page. See, like, I feel like a lot of these will be perfect for a card. But I do have... made a little business card type deal to put in a package I'm going to ship unannounced St. Augustine. Okay. I need to try to find some paper. I think I'm gonna cut these, and everything is buried, so I'm gonna grab the small one. I was splattering paint to make business cards in it. What?
Camera's jumping.
This is way too long, but that's why I'll start. This will go bigger. and then I flip it around, and then can you see this? And that this, I kind of lock it into place by bending this part down. If your cutter is too small, and see, it works perfectly. And this is how big. Six by 4 pieces for now. Sorry if this is loud. It is very important to stay hydrated. I really don't have a plan in place at all, but I do have a decent amount of determination. Oh, my mommy, my beautiful mother, Maypop. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into something. I'm not sure what, but it'll be something. And I think I am going to use some tape around it, actually. Might as well be fancy. And the trick here is to not put tape that's too tacky. And this shouldn't be as tacky as it is. It's Southeast Florida. Very hot, and tape just like turns into horrifying stuff down here. Hold on. So you just put it on your fabric, and that reduces the tack. And when you gotta pull it off, your paper will hurt, because that is heartbreaking stuff. I'm just gonna cut scissors, and I might practice in this first, because I only have 2 pages of watercolor paper left. I have a small notebook on the way, but it is just that. It is on the way. Oh, mommy, where did does anybody see any scissors on my desk? Could be potentially helpful. Let me put this up a little bit. Okay. Sometimes I would tape them to the desk, but since I'm probably gonna start a bunch of them and like work on them this is gonna be as intuitively created as possible, of course, but ton of ideas as far as directions for this deck. It is going to be a Florida themed deck. I think it's time that there's like a Florida deck out there. I'm sure there is, honestly, but I would like a Florida deck. But man, almost ready to do something. Can't forget about what part of the world do you hail from if you're still here? Sorry about that. I was let the screen turn off and then doesn't have to be perfect. I do also want to try to play with collage work in these, so I need to figure out a way to print some pictures. I have old typewriter paper, which I'm going to try to use for it. Oopsies. See, it just gets so weird and like the, almost like the adhesive on it gets displaced. Oh, hello there, Mr. Self-Destruction. We just got back from St. Augustine. Well, it's been a few days already, but just, I still have to go through all the footage and put together a video. It was very nice. I'm gonna be making a care package to try to get into one of the shops up there. It's just one of my favorite cities. That and Savannah, Georgia. And one day I'll be able to say somewhere in Louisiana. Just anywhere with old buildings, I am down. And that's pretty much what we did, is we just walked around and looked at buildings. And it was honestly the time of my life. Like, I went into this one gift shop, or like a religious goods gift shop, and it just spilled out into a cathedral, and there was like people playing violin and like the whole 9 yards. Shit was intense. The whole building's ancient, of course. And I got to do some magnet fishing on the wall right by the fort. So they have like that big Spanish fort. I just threw it in my purse, and when we got there, just started throwing it. I found one thing, a like toy harmonica. And Will, of course, brought the drone, so the footage from the sky is just ridiculous. We're gonna try to hit up, like, downtown Palm Beach, because, say what you will about Palm Beach, they got some dope buildings down there. Like, the buildings that have the weird details that you would never be able to see unless you had a drone. Like, little circles held like up by deers, and that has leaves coming out of it. That shit's intense. Oh, I robot it. Uh-oh. Darn it. gist of this deck is, I was over at the computer trying to figure it out, and then I got sidetracked with the pig. The gist of this deck is just laden with symbolism from any and every culture, including modern correlations, and Florida, because I live in Florida, and I'm freaking obsessed with it. I get the stigma, but I hardly leave my house, and when I do, it's to go to nature preserves and the beach, and to sweat my ass off in the yard. I don't know, it's dope. Like, time does go by really fast here, and we don't have seasons, and the mosquitoes are traumatic. Dead ass. I had one up here. I might have, so we'll just pull up the picture. It's a type of mosquito. It's called a gall nipper. I think if I look up a quarter. Let's see here. Bug. How am I gonna do this? So, yeah, let me close that. I don't know if you can see, but this is a gall nipper. Now, I've never seen one in person until the other night, and within the last week I've seen two. There is an insane amount of variation in mosquitoes. There's small ones, like small, like gnats almost. There's medium-sized ones, there's those ones, and then there's these meaty ones. There's a ton of them. There's, yeah, no shortage, that's for sure. I had an idea for when I came back. Oh yeah. I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? I just had them too. I'm in the process of reorganizing this whole room because I do have a sewing machine and I haven't used it in a long time, so I'm fixing to change that. And, yeah, make it more useful, try to get rid of some stuff that I'm not using so I can better use the stuff I do use. I want to find it. It's a file, I guess, and I just put it out. There's a bunch of stuff. It's my old Florida file, which essentially is a envelope full of Florida history. It's worth it. I actually really need it right now, too. I guess a costume art studio isn't such unless it's an absolute mess, I suppose. But seriously. I really need this. Yeah. Okay. So there's a few, like, I actually posted on Facebook, when you hear Florida, what do you think of? And, so far the replies have been, like, related to gas stations and certain types of people that hang out around them, and I think one person said beaches. And what I have in mind is like the Barefoot Mailman, Zora Neale Hurston, and swamps, gators, stuff like that. But yeah. And there's a few little weird things I can incorporate. This is just random pieces of paper that I find at any museum, like Cracker Trail Museum, Florida. Oh, these are cool though. These are old Fairbanks and Morris engines, and they have a sugar fast that's like, I'm not gonna get into it, but, they had really good food. But old Fairbanks Morris engines, and they still run them to this day. And they actually will make sugarcane syrup, and from this it completely annihilates and heats it and bottles it, and pretty neat. And yeah, Bloody Bucket Bridge. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be like reading this out loud or something. Like for instance, the witness trees. Name of our company. Well, I'm just gonna look it up. What is a witness tree? Oh, no way! I was just confused because it's talking about the name our company is taken from the original public land surveys performed in the early 1800s to map the land for European settlement. The corners of every section and quarter section were marked either by posts in a mound of charcoal in the prairies or by blazes on witness trees. But witness trees are just trees in Florida that remain in place for decades, so they've witnessed a lot. I've never heard that. I don't know how I evaded hearing that for so long. That's brilliant. So I should write down stuff. So what I need to do is compile a list of stuff that is Florida, which, there's one story that's too darn sad to read. I feel like, Pioneer Dam Barbecue, anybody? Jones Mitchell Acrefoot Johnson, 1850 to 1922. Nearly 7 feet tall and 250 pounds, Acrefoot was named for his size 14 shoe for walking and 130 miles round trip to deliver the mail from Fort Ogden to Fort Meade. Got a lot of interesting mailman stories here, apparently. like, the barefoot mailman was, the mailman, I believe his name was Andrew, who went missing, and I believe it was the Boynton Inlet, or was it, like, somewhere in that vicinity. And, back in the day, the intercoastals were, like, infested with gators, and, like, evil gators, um, like, ones that did saltwater and freshwater quite well, but, yeah, it's terrifying. And they used to have to take a little boat to cross the intercoastals, because they would deliver mail to those who lived directly on the shore, and that's why they're called the barefoot mailmen, because they didn't wear shoes, because they were on the beach. And, yeah, somebody left the boat, according to the story, on the other side, so he swam to get it, because they found his clothes, like, folded up in a tree in his mail bag. So I guess it's pretty obvious what happened, but yeah, nobody seen him again. And Gators is like, the consensus is Gators. But I think it's a good and noble person to incorporate. I'm listening to my own. Nice big paper to make a list. Not in pencil. So maybe this will be humans and the plants, maybe. Or flora and fauna. So let me hurry up and get Zora Neale Hurston on the list real quick, because we all know. Ooh. I just messed it up so bad. I don't really write in print, so oh, I messed it up again. I hate to waste paper, but I'll just sit there and think about it. So I am going to do a dark. Okay. Humans again. His name is Zora Neale Hurston, not Zora Neale Hurston. Or is it? I don't know. Zora. My print is god awful. So it's my cursive, but at least it's like fancy. And I was talking to a friend, and decisively I feel like Flagler would make a good devil, only because, that whole, like, destruction, I don't know. I feel like the only way I could incorporate Flagler is to, make him the devil. And I'm not sure, because if I add Flagler, I feel like I have to add Meisner, and if I add Meisner, I feel like I have to include Fat Shoe. And that's just, I guess we could make a whole deck of like Florida architects. And they'd all be the devil. Places? Or like habitats? Well, let me like make a little list right here because there's swamps. And the other reason why I'm making a list because all of this is at the top of my head and is like right there. And so I could check things off and start making cards. And maybe I'll just make it a morphing set that's a PDF that is downloadable. And people could just have them printed out of shop. That would be kind of cool actually, building your own deck, having a bunch of, like for every card, and you could choose exactly, it's only 72 cards, 72 options is not bad. And that way they could be individually, what's it called? Contributed. And I think that's a pretty sweet idea, honestly. We do have springs. We also have sinkholes. That would make a tower of destruction, maybe. Devil's Millhopper. I think that's what it's called. I believe that's Florida's only waterfall. Let me make sure. Devil's Millhopper. Geological State Park? That means there's like things to find and take home. I want that. There's also, oh, what is it? Ooh, what is it? Calcite. So, here. Calcite, I forgot, I'll look it up, but there's a mine, like, I forgot where it is too. And it's one of the only places you can find crystals in fossils. So it's calcite, so it's like a nice yellow crystal. And they form in points and everything, but they're in shells, like prehistoric shells. So if you look in white, crunchy shell rock around here, you'll see crystallized, like coral and various things. Ooh, there's a legend. But I'm looking for a waterfall. Yep, it's a waterfall. Of sorts. That's not bad. It's pretty cool. It's the Florida waterfall. So that's sweet. Oh yeah, I'll look up the mine, because that looks... Yes! Look at that! Isn't that the coolest thing? That's so sweet. I've looked up if crystals, you can find any form of crystals, minerals, anything in Florida. Like fossils, yeah, megalodonts, yeah, but they're far. Fort Drum Crystal Mine, yeah. Yeah, that'd be so sweet. Fort Drum Crystal Mine. Florida's got some dope things. That's why I was like, what the? Like, the comments on Facebook. I'll open it in a second because maybe there'll be some helpful things to add to my list. Amanda had a good one actually. Oh yeah. Senior care facilities. And we don't have to be traditional with this. Like, it could, like, oh no, I had one out there. It just shows you if you have an idea, you have got to write it down. Doesn't matter what it is. Who the fuck knows where ideas come from? Just saying. Something to think about. I don't know. The regret and dread you have when not writing down a good idea and like not remembering it. It's terrifying. Fairbanks and Morse. Is that Florida though? I don't think so. I think we're just still using them. A lot of people use them. They're one of those like you could do many things with. And I think it's, I don't want to say it's diesel, but it uses a tiny little bit of gas. It's in this little like neat glass tube thing. What am I doing with this already? Mangroves. Yo, that should be strength because mangroves is like literally what holds Florida together. I am not able to write today. Mangoes. Oh, Kunti Palm. Let me make sure I spell it right. Kunti Palm. Yep, I would have not spelled that right. Kunti Palm, Coontie, is Florida's only native cyad. It's not a palm at all, it's a cyad. And it has a corm, an edible corm. The early settlers, or early, the Native Americans used it as a source for starch. And I had one, but I don't know what happened to it. It just took off from existence. So Kunti Palm for sure. Oh, we have oceans. I like Okeechobee. Trying to think of more humans. I mean, it doesn't think of more Florida than Flagler. I feel like. Trying to think of more native Florida plants that I have a lot to say about, I suppose. Oh, I should do the ship that crashed that brought coconuts. What is that called? I want to remember it myself so bad. Ship crash, coconuts. Oh, what is it? Providencia! Damn it! I'll just put it here. That's brilliant. So I think mangroves is a really good one. And hurricanes, of course. Gators are probably going to be a huge part of this. That there's always numerous gators just like literally right up front. They stay in the canal, I call it the Nile, but yeah, no, they're quite sweet. Maybe I should just look up oranges. Hello. Okay, let me see some of the response to this little post I had. Amanda says, the old people that came here to die, which is an excellent direction. One person says it might instigate controversy. The best place in the world, Team Florida. See, that's where I'm at. Like, I really genuinely love it. I can't imagine, like, I tried to move to Colorado when I was younger. I think I was 19. I think I made it 2 months, 3 months. And I did try to do it in the dead of winter, but hell, beaches, moving, alligators and oranges. See, that's it. Ass and under boob sweat. It's been brutal. It's already brutal. Like, 5 minutes? 5 minutes and you're, like, cooking. Like, cooking. It's intense. It's intense. Yeah, Florida's great. It really is. I have so much cute vintage Florida memorabilia too. I don't have any next to me though. That would just make you change your mind. It's like, these earrings, I bought these from the local smoke shop. The woman's son is incarcerated and makes these really cool beaded earrings. So I bought all they had left. And, she has a ton of his beads that he's not using or is going to be using. So she's going to give them to me. And I already got permission to. Stoked beyond words. And, hopefully we'll be getting those in the next few days, and I cannot wait to... I already like buying, like, for instance, on OfferUp is my favorite place to get craft supplies because it usually comes in lots, and it's usually somebody who got really into something and then decided it wasn't for them. So you have all their choices and, like, pretty much everything you need to get started, and highly recommend. OfferUp, craft supplies, pick up a lot that you've never tried before. That's brilliant. Yard sales too. And their stores, they usually have really good crafts sections, especially for yarn crafts, like a needlepoint, crochet, the one you use the hook for, one of these things. And you can make kind of like rugs. Essentially rugs, I think it's called loop stitch or something. I used to do it when I was younger. I still have the thing. Yeah, I need to get in this room though because I make some stuff. And if I could film all of it, that would be really sweet. But I haven't sewn in a while, like over a few years, while. I was thinking even, cobia, is that a Florida fish specifically? Cobia is so good. Sorry. Desperately searching around. Bougainvillea is such a nice, and it's everywhere. It's not native to Florida, I doubt it. We do have St. John's wort here. I don't know if it has, like, specifically the same, whatever makes St. John's wort an antidepressant, but we have one here. It goes everywhere. I'm so stuck on this part. I want to fill this up so I have multiple directions to establish. Let's see. Native Florida plant. Passion vine. That's one. Because even if the plant isn't the main focus of the card, I could add it to the corners so every little, little embellishment of the card directly correlates with the specific card. I weeded out my garden box today and I'm still, like, traumatized from it. It's so hot out there. American Beauty Berry is such a good one. It's gonna be so fun to draw because it's just these little ploops. Oh, this is such a good idea. I really needed a project to work on, like, specifically, because sometimes if I don't want something or have, like, an idea in mind, I'll just sit there playing with stuff like they're Legos or something. But not Legos because I'm not building anything. Yeah, see? That's a nice plant. I've been looking for one for so long. And anytime I can't afford it or something, they're everywhere. Black-eyed Susans. Classic little peach flower. I want the ones that have the black centers. I have the, creeping oxeye. And it has a golden center. But what is that? Gunty Palm. Oh well. It's, the Kunti palm isn't the only native cycad in Florida, but the only native cycad in all of America. All of North America. Coral bean is nice. Oh yeah. And honeysuckle. Oh, I love these. The little aster flowers. They're freaking adorable. And it's called Elliot's Aster. See, I needed a big paper for this. Fakahatchee grass. Fakahatchee grass. I've actually never heard that word before. So I need to make a list because I could not. Ooh, fern. There's. Oh, nice. We have quite a few native ferns. That's so sweet. Swamp fern, giant leather fern, Venus maidenhair fern. Venus maidenhair fern. That's amazing. I don't have to keep writing fern over and over again. Long strap. Giant leather. I can't wait to put a name to the face. Yeah, something like that. Southern Shield. Really cool. Firebush, of course. I love firebush. And they have these little edible black berries. They don't taste like anything, but you could do so much with them, make chutneys, jams, just dipping sauces. Gumbo Limbo is native to Florida? I did not know that. Nourish hibiscus. I should make larger milkweed. Yeah. Mushy grass. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oak leaf hydrangea. Huh. put this the right way. Oh yeah, palms. Now we're talking. Okay, I'm stoked for this part. This is gonna be like a flashcard set for native plants of Florida. Staple, saw palmetto. There's those needle palm. I'll have to look that one up. Royal, and they're magnificent. Everglades. So we do have some native palms. Powder puff mimosa, of course. Secret Biz native, yay! I wasn't sure because those could travel quite a ways, I'm sure. Southern live oak. So what I'll do is I'll probably practice drawing like any native plants in Florida, starting with the ones outside, because that's the one reason why I like these kits is you go out there and shade. Wax myrtle. Star anise. Star anise? Really? Tick seed. I've never seen that. It's very nice. Wild coffee with the beautiful red berries. Oh yeah. That was nice. Lighthouses. The fort. I have to look at more information about that fort. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think oh yeah. Railroad Beach Morning Glory. I don't know where to start now, but I will. I have a ruler, some water. I don't even know where to start. So, gator mermaid. I should use a ruler and like, I just so bad at measuring things. Oh, that's why you do it in here too, right? Sure. Okay, sweet. Okay. So we don't know how this is gonna turn out at all, but we're gonna do some stuff now. Oh, the cat's gonna start freaking out. She's deaf. I don't know if you can tell, but she's really old. I've had her my whole adult life, and yeah, she's now deaf. Okay. For an alligator of sorts. Um, okay, maybe it won't look up. Maybe I'll look to the side. Because I gotta get some tatas in here somehow. mermaid alligator with 3 sets of tatas, anybody? Okay. I should do 2 tails, huh? So she's kind of like an anchor too. And it's just a really loose sketch for now, of course. Keep it loosened. As I remind and say a lot, I have really shaky hands, so when I first draw something out, it's really rough. Oops. Yeah. Okay, I do have to look up an alligator before I like put pen down. But here she, ow, ow, ow. I forgot to not like sit in one position for too long. But here she is so far. I'm gonna plug my phone in. Oh, is it still like that? Sorry. um, I'll be able to go out and check it out in a second. Is it still popping? Trying a new source of streaming today, and as usual, didn't do a test or anything like that. The fern, and then it all spiraled up. So I'm gonna try to make it look like a spiraled up fern anyway. Hmm. I need something to go here. We have the banner for whatever feels right to write, and a fiddled up fern, and a fur. Some morning glory on the outside. What card should it be? Let me see. Oh, this is really red. What card should it be? Let's see. Oh, this is really red. What card should it be? Let's see. Well, I guess I'll cut this stream and I'll restart it when we figure this out. Because if I don't say anything, it's not too bad. Well, I guess I'll cut this stream and I'll restart it when we figure this out. Because if I don't say anything, it's not too bad. Alright. Thank y'all for stopping by. I'll be back in a few minutes and finish this guy. Bye!